So, Birds of Prey was pretty good. And also, why is it called Birds of Prey? It has like three separate stories that could obviously be its own movie. And also, the title is also really long as well. It's called Birds of Prey and one enchanted, fabulous of one Harley Quinn, whatever the heck it's called. So, like, going by its actual title, Birds of Prey, it's pretty decent to say the least. Well, there's another character I'll talk about in this review that's probably should have got its own movie, or yeah, one whole movie of it instead of Harley Quinn. Since Margot Robbie and her character Harley Quinn were the big star of the Suicide Squad movie, she should probably be the main character at least. There's somebody else that should be the main character in this movie. Instead, we got Harley Quinn. Also, this film is a lot better than Suicide Squad. There's things in this film that I like better, like the Hunter story, which reminds me of Kill Bill, which I just saw this year. I also remember hearing something about like the John Wick people worked on this movie like with the action. So the action is also a lot better than the dullness in Suicide Squad. God, I hope James Gunn's better. Obviously, it's going to be. Yeah, Ayer can't do that good with, I guess, action. Well, at least James Gunn's going to be better at it. Suicide Squad. It is kind of hard for DC to experiment on their movies. Oh, I guess Shazam was like the last big experiment, but I think Shazam might get a sequel to say the least, without all these other big character names like Batman, Superman, the Joker, Harley Quinn. Now even Aquaman had $1 billion, so which surpassed the team up movie. That's the only one that surpassed the team up movie in their universe. The team up movie is supposed to make $1 billion, not the standalone Aquaman movie. What I'm trying to say initially is, I always say it's hard for them to experiment on things with something like the Huntress, which is a good character in this movie. It's still going to be a rough patch for them to actually pick up or catch up with Marvel. They're still like way behind. Like they're still. I don't know what they're gonna do. But Marvel having all these big team-up movies and like having dish out all these other characters that appeared in this one movie, and then have their own spin-offs, and these like other characters are getting box office gold. It's gonna be hard for DC to actually just do this, or in Warner Bros. Unless they have something else. Who knows? But let's just get straight into the movie now. Okay, so what really shocked me about the beginning of the movie is that like it was an animated short. And like, it was just told a retelling of what they showed in Suicide Squad a little bit. And also, the Joker is not having the tattoos on his body. He looks like how to say, Tim Burton. But no, not the Tim, like, similar to the Tim Burton Joker, I guess. But also the animated series Joker. Is this, like, the Joker before he got all the tatted up things? Or are they just trying to disassociate with that Joker? Who knows? Well, she tells in this animation flashback that her and the Joker broke up, and then she gets upset about it, and she's also the narrator of this entire story. I guess similar to the first Deadpool in a way. So after the breakup, Harley is just hanging out at this, I guess, club that's owned like by a gangster, Roman Siamis, something like that. And there's a lot of people that think she's gonna go back to the Joker because that's what she does. I think they mentioned that she got kicked out before, or something like that. And then she goes and do something unexpected. She destroys the chemical plant that made him the Joker. And also made her into Harley Quinn. The weird chemicals that bleached their skin and turned her hair green. Yeah, Ace Chemicals is the place. Did I say that? I don't know if I said that. Ace Chemicals is this place. For this next part, I'm just gonna read what I wrote down for the Rita Montoya part of it, or at least just go through it all, see my excellent reading skills. I'm not that good of a reader, but I know my own words I wrote down. So I'm just gonna go through it because I just feel like going through it instead of just like instead of like analyzing it or whatever I do. And that's why the water's here for. If I get like my throat dry or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so go through it. Let's just try. Rita Montoya's storyline is with her trying to find this diamond that I already failed. Okay, Roman Sionis wants it or has it already with secret codes to the family fortune of this mob family that was murdered some years ago, and her boss won't let her investigate. And her boss won't investigate. Won't and her boss won't let her investigate. Oh wait, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. On my own words, this is the thing that I wrote down. What happened here? And her boss and her boss won't let her. Well, no, stop it. No, and her boss won't believe her. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm jumping forward ahead by accident on my own thing that happened to me. Her boss won't believe her. Her boss won't believe her or let her do any investigation on it. That was horrible. 0 out of 10. I know. Let's do the second paragraph. Diana Lance. Oh yeah, they changed the race of Diana. I know she's a white girl. She's also a white girl on Arrow. Diana Lance is Montoya's inside source. That she says that a diamond, but has Diana Lance is Montoya's inside source. She says that they had a diamond, but a pickpocket girl took it. There. That was the sentence. That was my paragraph I put down. Why is it so hard for me? I'm an idiot. Bit of a water break now. So the pickpocket girl is Cassandra Cain. She swallowed it because she was getting caught when Harley Quinn broke into the police station because she was pickpocketing. She was running earlier or something. I forgot why. Apparently, she's a regular girl that gets captured a lot by the Popo. So yeah, Harley was hired by Roman to get the diamond. Well, Roman was going to kill her, so she made an offer because she's bounty hunter now, whatever, or something like that, or hit girl. She even had her own car. That's why I'm doing like this. I don't know. Here. With Roman hiring Harley to be the bounty hunter for Cassandra, he also doesn't trust Harley, so he hired other bounties to get rid of Harley as well to see who's the faster bounty. And she doesn't know what's happening. She just ends up fighting them because she also has a bounty on her head, I think. And she sees one of the guys with cell phones, and then she's like, "What the heck?" And she ends up teaming up with Cassandra or something to extract the diamond so she can get money or whatever, probably. And also, a quick mention again, the action is pretty solid in this. When she's fighting the guys in the police station, that was pretty awesome. All of it was awesome to see something actually good in a DC movie instead of a bloated CGI stuff. This regular hand-to-hand combat stuff. Like in The Winter Soldier. See, there's a build-up to it instead of doing giant CGI gray cloud monsters or whatever. Just have things built up. Oh, now you can notice that I actually fixed my shirt. So for some reason, it was on the side. It was crooked a little bit. It's on this side, or whatever I wanna. I'm looking at my reverse of the mirror, the camera, whatever you call it. I'm like, what's wrong with my shirt? And I just fixed it. Now it feels weird again. Also, it says Six Flags. I think last time I went to Six Flags was in 2013. My aunt got me this one. If you're just curious on how I got it, I haven't been to Six Flags since 2013. My life is boring. I don't go to places. Anywho, back to the movie. So I guess it's time to talk about, Huntress's story arc. Yeah, it's the most interesting part of the story. I wish that was the movie. Like I said earlier, because Harley Quinn's a popular character, it had to be on her name. Or her being main character. Like, I guess they had like two different hero scripts and they just combined it to one. Yeah, like, Huntress' story reminds me of the Kill Bill story, how the bride wanted revenge on Bill for like, killing her fiance. In this one, the Huntress wants revenge on the mobster that killed her family. See some similarities in there. The mini montage that we saw, like Huntress training how to be an assassin, was pretty cool. We could have saw a whole movie about that instead. And since DC's in a bit of a slump, we don't get good standalone movies. We only get big character name movies. So Huntress should... So anyways, Huntress's backstory that she wants revenge for her family, the Bertinellis. Helena Bertinelli is her name. And we do see a training montage in the movie. So she's been training all these years, and then she gets to a point where she's good enough to like take revenge. She goes and does it, killing all the mobsters that were responsible for her family's death. Yeah, so I would want to see a movie about this, but we got what we got. It's fine. Harley Quinn is the bigger name. Yay. I would like to see something different and new instead of just like when Marvel were announcing all these other characters that I never heard about, really never heard about. I'm like, who is this guy? What's his deal? You know? Yeah, a lot of the characters I do know from DC because of their cartoons. I do remember the Huntress from like the Justice League Unlimited movie cartoons, not movies. Yeah, but DC's in a slump still. So let's talk about the last mobster that she needs to kill. Roman Sionis, or whatever his name is. Some things that Ian McGregor were like saying some things about like I about his sexuality, about his character's sexuality, which was not actually shown that much. Like he says that he was gay, but like I don't really show that much of him being gay. I have nothing against that, but like, are you sure? He's kind of creepy. He's like kind of like creepy molester vibes for like even his oppositive partner seems kind of creepy like in that way. I mean, he looks like Harley Quinn's face. I just never got any vibes, I get gay vibes from him or something like that, or I don't know. I'm not in that community, so I don't really know that much. I really don't. And I don't know. Okay, so let's get into this character. So the character seems like a funnish villain, and then gets like psychopathic. There's a way of like being like a cool, calm, collective mobster type of villain, and then there's being like a whiny villain. Like he starts out being cool and collective, and then gets down to like this like crazy psychopath. Like, what are you going for? I know villains are crazy psychopaths, but there are times there are good villains that are just calm and collective, and then there are villains that are crazy psychopaths. Which is he? The part in his club where he tells that one girl to stop laughing at him and then dance for him like a crazy person, and everyone was like, "What's wrong with you?" I know he's Black Mask. I've seen other incarnations of Black Mask, like from a cartoon animated movie, where he's just like this calm, cool, collective guy. Here, he starts out being calm and cool, but then he just drags into like crazy town. See, I know like all the villains in Gotham are like crazy weirdos, but there are some villains that are just not that crazy. I don't remember me watching the Batman cartoons, like the rated R-ish, PG-13-ish. Was he in the Brave and the Bold? I don't remember. If he is, I'll put something there, the Brave and the Bold version of him. Okay, so I know him from like this one cartoon where I think the voice of the yellow doll from Adventure Time was voicing the Joker. That's how I know him from. that character, Black Mask. I'm going over my origin of history of how I know him right now. I don't know. Yeah, let's just move on to it. Not a good villain. Just not. Glad he explodes. I'm done talking all the characters. So now I'm done introducing all the characters or talking about all the characters. Let's just go jump to the end of the movie or the third act, whatever you want to call it. So everyone's at the only place where Harley can like be safe is like one of the old Joker hideouts. All the main characters are there. Not all the main characters are there. Roman's guy is there. His number one dude, whatever, creepy dude that licks people. Ugh. Yeah, Huntress kills him. Diana Lane says something about like if he doesn't return, he's gonna come and get what he wants or whatever, something like that. So he's gonna go to his last location, like from a track or whatever, or something like that. This is where he's like sad, or I remember in the movie where he's just like sad or some. He doesn't know, unless he doesn't kind of know because he's not picking up the cell phone or whatever. So yeah, everyone has a big battle in the Joker funhouse. And yeah, again, it's great. Oh yeah, we do see that the Canary Cry. It's at a time where I guess it uses a plot device. That part I don't like. It's criticism that I give it, because I've seen it in better media before. Mostly in The Brave and the Bold. That's the one I saw first. I did not see the Justice League cartoon as a kid, actually. I saw it like later as a teenager, because I didn't have cable at the time. What a sad, sad cable-free life. I watched Sesame Street instead. Well, yeah, at one point they're at like Gotham Pier, and then Cassandra somehow like steals a grenade or something like that, and he ends up exploding. That's the end of that. So we don't get to see him fight like Batman or whatever or something like that. Or whatever is going on in this universe. I don't know. I don't really care. For Batfleck. Robert Pattinson, or Robert Bat, whatever you want to call him, looks pretty decent to be a Batman. Can't wait for that. Maybe if they're doing this multiverse thing, maybe we'll see an alternate version of Roman Sionis to fight the Batman. I guess that is Birds of Prey. I mean, yeah, in the long run, it was okay. It was fine. It was entertaining. That's what a movie is supposed to be. Entertaining. Also, Batgirl is also part of the Birds of Prey. I know that. Because from that awful CW show in the early 2000s. Oh, my lightsaber. Oh my god. Kylo Ren's gonna be angry at me. Yeah, my Kylo Ren lightsaber's on the floor. Yeah. Oh yeah. What was I talking about? Like the Birds of Prey show. My friend Martin is upset. My friend Martin is obsessed with that show. He's obsessed with the bad version of Birds of Prey. That's how I know Batgirl was a part of it, because Barbara Gordon was like Oracle and that. And I know other incarnations, and there's also Catwoman from The Brave and the Bold. That was like more of a musical part, not technically the Birds of... Well, they do have like a group like show off at the end of the movie. Well, I guess they have a group show off of who's in the Birds of Prey, but Harley Quinn's not in the Birds of Prey. She's doing her own thing. Yeah, in the long run, it's just fine. I'll say it's in between 7.5 and an 8. In between that. It was entertaining, it was fine, it was okay. Not the best of things, not the worst of things, it was just okay. So, what did you think of Birds of Prey? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Leave all of your thoughts down below. And subscribe if you want to. What else I say? Oh yeah, I'm Mattman1. My name is Mattman1. Remember that. And see you later, moviegoers. Also, Harley has a hammer in it, but it's not this hammer. Do you think Harley can pick up the hammer?